Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be reading 3 TikTok viral books to see if they're worth the hype. So I have 3 different genres here just to give it some, variety. This is the first book I'm going to be reading, which is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I have heard so many good things about this book and I am so excited for this, especially as it is autumn right now. So I'm just hoping this is going to be good and it lives up to the hype. The second book I'm going to be reading is A Court of Mist and Fury. This book is chunky. I can't lie, I am a bit intimidated to read this book. There's no going back now. And last but not least, we have Verity by Colleen Hoover. Now, I know Colleen Hoover is a very controversial author, but I've heard good things about this book and yeah. Okay guys, let's get started. I just started this book last night right before I went to bed, so I only read 11 pages of it. But this book started very concerningly. So it starts, I hear the crack of his skull before the spattering of blood reaches me. Yeah, it's kind of concerning. Also read a tiny bit of the second chapter, but got too tired and went to bed. And it says, I was sitting at my computer desk staring down at an ant as it crawled across my big toe. I just had to pause reading for a moment to tell you guys about this because what the heck have I just read? I had a boyfriend in my early 20s named Amos who liked being choked. It's why we broke up, because I refused to choke him. Sorry? What the heck am I actually reading? What is this? It's so weird. But it's good, but it's weird. Let's carry on reading. Hey guys, it's the next day. I am 74 pages into Verity by Colleen Hoover. So basically, what's happened is a girl who is a writer has met this guy and then he ended up being the one that was doing an interview for a new company agency thing, and then now his wife is Verity and she has to finish Verity's series off because she's got in a car accident and she's ill, and the main character, Lowen, has gone into Jeremy's house, which is Verity's husband, and now she's going to look through her office, look through her notes, and basically try and finish her book series, and she's going to get paid $500,000 for it. Let's carry on reading. And also, if you couldn't tell, I'm actually really bad at explaining what I've read in books. Yeah, I'm a little bit special, guys, don't judge me. Hello guys, it is the next day. I forgot to update yesterday because I was so intrigued with this book. I am this much of the way through. I'm on page 171. This book is actually getting so good and I'm actually really liking it, because I can't lie, at the start I was really like, what the heck am I reading? This is such a weird book. Do I want to continue reading this? But then yesterday I started getting really into it and I'm actually really enjoying it. So I'm excited to carry on reading this today. And the little diary entries of Verity are so interesting. I feel like right now Verity is not a very good character and there's definitely something fishy going on, and I'm really excited to find it out. And also my best friend Megan, she told me that she's read this book and she said that the plot twist is insane, and I've got a couple of ideas in my head, but I'm just so excited to find out what's actually going to happen. So let's get reading. Okay, so I've just been reading this book and oh my gosh, Verity is a psycho, honestly. So the part I just read about was she went to her child's room, her twin girl's room, in the middle of the night because one of them was crying and she couldn't stop her crying. So she shoved her fingers in her mouth to choke her, and the husband walked in and then she stopped and pretended that she was making the baby stop crying. Sorry, this is so disturbing and really weird. Hi guys, it is the next day. Hello. So I'm here with my friend Megan and we're about to start reading. I am on page 225 of Verity.
323.
So we're gonna sit and we're gonna do some reading.
Yay!
Let's go. I just got back from hanging out with Megan and can I just take a moment for these shorts, okay? They are so nice. I got them today. Okay, so I just put my top up so you can see, but like these are the shorts. How perfect are these? And then they also like fold at the top and it's like the cutest pattern. Oh, almost fell over then. But like, how cute are these shorts? I love them. I am on the last 30 pages of my book and I can't lie, I was like expecting this plot twist the whole time. Like people said, oh, the plot twist is so good, like I literally didn't expect it at all, but like the whole time I was like, I bet this, and I was right. So it didn't really seem like a huge plot twist unless there's more. I mean, I still have 30 pages to read, so there could be more, but right now it's not a huge shock for me, and yeah. I'm so confused. I just finished and I can't lie, I was surprised at the ending. It was better than I thought it was gonna be, but I still don't feel like it was the best plot twist. I feel like there should have been a bit more like explaining it because I'm still a little bit confused what happened. Here is my review on the book Verity by Colleen Hoover and if I think it's worth it or not. So I'm going to give this book a 4 out of 5 stars because in my opinion it was a really good book. However, I kind of expected half of the plot twist and that kind of like ruined it because I don't know. It was still good. It was a really good book. However, after reading other kinds of like thrillers and mysteries and stuff, I kind of feel like it wasn't the same. However, if you haven't read many mysteries or thrillers, you will probably think this is a really good book. I have just personally read better books of this genre, but if I did read this book before I read the others, I probably would have thought it was a really good book. I still think it's a good book. Like 4 out of 5 stars is like a really good rating, but for me it just can't be any higher because I did suspect some of the ending and the ending also left me a bit confused and like I did want to know more about what happened at the end, so I guess that is like a good thing. So I would say that Verity by Colleen Hoover is worth the read if you are just looking for like a simple, easy read and you're maybe newer to reading. Let's move on to the next book. I am about to start this chunky book, 625 pages. I'm probably going to start it tonight and then read more tomorrow and then I'll just see how far in I am. Also, ignore my retainers are in and they're giving me a bit of a lisp. I am scared. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm scared for my life. I am just sat reading my book and I have been seeing on TikTok loads of people have been saying that they hate Tamlin and I just don't know why, because right now I like him and I don't know what's going to make me not like him and I'm kind of scared. I'm literally 25 pages in and I'm actually like really interested in what's going to happen and I want to keep reading, which I'm actually excited for because I was honestly dreading going into this book because it is just so long and like, ugh. But you know, I'm actually quite excited, so I'm going to keep reading now and I will keep you guys updated. Hello guys, it is quite a few days later now. I am 126 pages into the book, which is literally this far. I literally feel like this book is like so good though, but like it's just taken forever to read. And I don't know why, because like I would normally be able to read like 126 pages in literally like 2 days. But because of the size of the book, it's kind of like putting me off of reading it a lot. So I'm going to try and get like a lot of this read today, because this is actually a really good book and I feel like I need to give it like a fair chance, you know. So I just got to the part in the story where Tamlin left, and then Feyre is in like the house by herself and he locked her in and he's going off to fight. And now Rhysand, I don't know how you say their names, but I'm gonna say like Rhysand, I don't know, saved her, and now she's going back to his little night court. And I think this is the part in the story where everyone starts to hate Tamlin, because I can actually see why people don't like him anymore, because he is kind of getting on my nerves. I'm gonna carry on reading and hopefully I will get to like at least page 200 today. That is my goal. Okay, so I've just been sitting here reading for a little bit longer and I got to part 2 and I'm so excited to keep reading because it's just got really interesting. It is the next day. I'm on page 182 and this is 29% of the way through. So right now I actually feel like not much is happening. There's just a lot of like world building and stuff like that, and they just released some information about what's going to happen in the future, and I'm not going to say just in case it is going to be a spoiler. So last night I literally wrote on my notes app on my phone, I just quickly wrote like my thoughts on this book so I could tell you guys today, and I did read a bit more today before I like fully woke up, went on my phone and everything. So the part that I wrote last night was that not much is happening. It's kind of like, when's the plot gonna happen? But literally the page I read just before this was literally Rhys like threw in, boom, plot twist, this is gonna happen. So I can't really say that there's nothing happening because the plot has just literally happened. Like the plot twist has just happened. So I'm really excited to carry on reading this today and I really want to know what happens. So let's get reading. It's the next morning. I say morning, it's 11:55. I've been reading this book this morning. I'm now on page 210. I'm this far of the way in. I'm not gonna lie, there's like a lot of stuff that's been happening. I don't have the brain capacity to understand what's going on, and this always happens in fantasy books. Like I never understand what's going on, but then when they start doing the mission, I start understanding. So, you know, I just really hope that I can start understanding what's going on, because right now I am confused. I forgot to update yesterday because I was actually at a wedding, and you best believe I did read while I was at the wedding. I think I read like 30 pages maybe, but everyone was inside and there was like a little seating area outside with like fairy lights. It was so nice. So I literally took my book, I went and sat outside and by myself, just outside, and I just read for a little bit. So I'm going to try and get to page 300 today because I'm actually on page 250. So if I can get to page 300 today, I will be really happy. I was literally trying my hardest to try and be aesthetic then, so I hope it worked. So I went to the library with one book and I came back with 5 books. So at my library they like always have book sales like at the front, and so I was looking through them and I found a book that I really like the sound of. So this is the book, and this was literally 10p. 10p. That is so good. One of my friends is absolutely obsessed with like classic books, and so when I saw all of these I messaged them and asked if they wanted any, and these are the ones that I got. Frankenstein, The Grapes of Wrath, no idea, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and all of these books were 50p each. So 3 hardback classics came to £1.50. that is such a bargain. And while I'm here, might as well give you guys a little update of me reading A Court of Mist and Fury. So I am this far of the way through. I'm actually on page 327, which is actually so good. I'm actually really enjoying the book. It feels like it's dragging out just a tiny bit. Like, I feel like it could get to the point a bit quicker. But I mean, I'm not complaining because I do like the characters and everything. And it's not like a boring dragged out, it's just dragged out. And I'm obsessed with Reese, and I just really want them to get together. So if you know, this isn't a spoiler, by the way, because I literally have no idea if they end up getting together, and I'm hoping they do, but I have no idea. Hello guys, ignore me being in bed, and my phone is also on charge, and I'm too lazy to get it off charge, and I'm also too lazy to get out of bed. So I started this book 2 weeks ago today, so it is Saturday. I've been reading this book since 2 weeks ago on Saturday, and I think I'm on page like 220 or something like that. So I'm gonna try and get to like at least page 400 today. So I'm gonna get reading, and if I remember, I will update you guys at the end of today, but I am very forgetful, so don't make any promises. Just as I suspected, don't know the word, I forgot to update when I finished reading that day. So I'm actually now this much of the way through, so I have this much left to read, which is like just under 200 pages, which is so good. So I'm hoping to try and finish this within the next couple of days. So I'm gonna read again today. I'm on page I'm on page 428, and I hope to get to at least page 500 today. So let's keep reading. Update. It is the next day, and I have been reading for, gosh, I don't even know how long. I've just been reading and reading and reading. I now have this much left, obviously the smaller section left, and I'm on page, well actually just got to part 3, The House of Mist, and well, let me actually see what page number that is. Page 503, and I'm so excited to keep reading. Hey guys, it's a couple of days later. Everyone in my house is asleep, so I'm trying to be quiet. I've got about 60-70 pages left of my book. I'm not going to finish it tonight, but I will hope to finish it tomorrow. And I can also feel myself getting into a reading slump because of a fantasy book, which always happens. And luckily, I'm almost finished, and I can read these Pumpkin Spice Cafe after, which I'm really excited about. So that's giving me motivation to finish this. Guys, I finished this book. Guys, so basically this book I finished last night right before I went to bed. It was literally like almost 2 o'clock in the morning, but I was like, you know what, I need to finish this. I have like 30 pages left. I'm just gonna read it. So oh my gosh, my hair. So I finished this book. This book is actually like, the ending was actually like really good, and so I gave this book a 4 stars, mainly because I did like a little bit of the way through think this is really boring, and I didn't understand a lot of what was going on because like the language and the wording was like confusing. So Dad, no. So yeah, I did give this a 4 stars, mainly because in the book I was a bit confused, but it ended really good, and I'm actually really excited to read the next book, A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm not going to be reading that in this video, guys, don't worry. This book is finished. I definitely think that this book is worth the read. If you like fantasy and you like the first one, definitely read this one. This one is so good. We're moving on to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm so excited to start reading this book. It is the 20th of October. It's right in the middle of autumn, and this book is just giving the vibes. Hey guys, it's later in the evening. Ignore my terrible hair. Well, I don't know which vlog's gonna be out first, but I'm doing like a prep for holiday, and this was part of my prep because I want like crimped prepare for tomorrow when I go on holiday, which I'm going on holiday tomorrow and doing a holiday vlog, blah 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 blah. You don't need to know this is a reading vlog. However, I'm literally just about to start the pumpkin spice cafe, and I was just like looking like at the beginning, and there was a playlist. And if you know me, I am absolutely obsessed with Taylor Swift. Like, I love Taylor Swift. So whenever there's a playlist in a book, I always will look and see if there is any Taylor Swift songs in there, because then you know the book's gonna be good. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Taylor Swift songs. 5 Taylor Swift songs. So guys, I'm now gonna start chapter 1. So excited. This is my like most anticipated read for this autumn or this October. Let's go. Hi guys, it is the next day. As you can probably see, we have a change of location. So I am actually on holiday right now, in like a little lodge thing, and basically it's the next day. I don't know if I said that or not, but it's the next day, and I'm reading the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm this far into it, and so far really liking it. However, I don't really like that it's in third person. It's kind of putting me off. Like, I want them to be like, I feel like this, not she feels like this, you know what I mean? Like, ugh, that's kind of putting me off a little bit, but like, it's all right. I like it. It's a good book so far. So I'm on page 60, and basically I'm just going to sit down and read for a little bit, because as you can hear, it's quiet in here because everybody's gone and I'm actually looking after this little doggy. I'm going to sit and read in the peace and the quiet. Hey guys, it is the next day, day 2 of reading the book, and I am this much of the way through. This book is literally so fast paced and so good. So I'm actually on page 145, and I'm going to be reading this today. I'm really excited to just keep reading, so I will update you guys at the end of the day how far into this book I am. Just like that, this book is finished. So this book literally took me like a few days to read. This was so easy to read. Also, like, the text is like really big on the page, and it's literally like 355 pages, which is like really good. I was gonna give it a 5-star because it's like an easy read. It was fun, autumnal. It was like really, like, it was a good book. However, something between Jeannie and Logan's communication just made me like, I don't know, there's just something in this book that just wasn't, it just made me annoyed when I was reading it. I feel like it's probably because they kept like getting mad at each other, not speaking for ages, and then going back and speaking again. It's like, come on, like, come on. So annoying. So like, their communication was really annoying, and it did annoy me a lot of times. However, it was actually a really good book. It was really autumnal as well. Like, when you read a book that's like, say, set in autumn, you don't usually like know that it's set in autumn, and you don't like picture it. But in this, there was a lot of descriptions about autumn and like the colours and how it looked, and like pumpkin spice lattes and stuff like that. Like, it was really autumnal, which was actually like really good because I'm on this autumn break and it fitted perfectly. So this book, I'm gonna give a 4.5 stars just because I did really enjoy it. It would have been a 5 stars if the 2 main characters' communication was better, which it wasn't. That knocked it down. So overall, I would definitely recommend this book if you're looking for a quick, fun, easy, autumnal romance book, as I really enjoyed it, and I'm now really excited to read the second book in the series, and I'll definitely be reading that as soon as I get home. And I'm very sad to say, but this video is over. This video took me about, well, over a month to read all the books and actually finish the books, so Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments what other reading videos you want me to do, and if you want me to do a reading popular books again, and what books you guys want me to read. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!